Did you know that the Star Trek universe is expanding once again with Star Trek 4? This upcoming American science fiction film currently in development at Paramount Pictures is based on Gene Roddenberry's legendary television series. It's said to be the 14th film in the Star Trek franchise and the 4th in the reboot series. But here's the exciting part. Since 2015, there have been several thrilling iterations of the film in development. Let's take a closer look. The journey began before the release of Star Trek Beyond in 2016 with J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay crafting the initial script. Fast forward to December 2017, when Quentin Tarantino pitched his unique concept of a Star Trek film to producer J.J. Abrams. This sparked a separate development from the Beyond sequel. Initially, S.J. Clarkson was hired to direct the sequel in April 2018. However, negotiations with stars Chris Pine and Chris Hemsworth hit a snag, leading them to step away from the project. In November 2019, Noah Hawley was brought on board to write and direct a fresh version of the franchise. Meanwhile, Tarantino surprised fans in January 2020 by announcing that he would not be directing his Star Trek film. Despite this, Hawley's version faced a pause in August of the same year to allow Paramount to reassess the franchise's direction. Then, in a thrilling turn of events, Kalinda Vasquez was announced as the writer for a new film based on her original idea in March 2021. Simultaneously, a separate script was being developed by Lindsay Bear and Geneva Robertson Devorod. The excitement continued to build when Matt Shakman was hired to direct the later film in July, with the script undergoing exciting rewrites by Josh Friedman and Cameron Squires in November. Negotiations for the return of Chris Pine and the rest of the main cast from the reboot series began in February 2022. The film is currently scheduled for release on December 22, 2023. Now there are whispers regarding the development of not one, not two, but 4 Star Trek movies. The burning question is, which of these projects will see the light of the day? We've got the inside scoop for you, and Paramount Studios is still eager to give Chris Pine's Star Trek movies another shot. Kicking off the list at number 4 is the highly anticipated Star Trek Section 31 movie, currently confirmed and in the filming stage from January to March in Toronto. This feature film is directed by Olatunde Osunsanmi and written by Craig Sweeney. It dives into the character of Emperor Philippa Georgiou, played by Michelle Yeoh, and her involvement with Starfleet's covert organization Section 31. While the storyline remains a mystery, fans are buzzing with excitement as the movie is poised to explore Georgiou's narrative, sparking debates on its timeline placement. Notably, Star Trek Section 31 is exclusively produced for Paramount Plus, focusing on the streaming audience. Despite this, the movie boasts the involvement of Academy Award-winning actress Michelle Yeoh, making it all the more exciting. Fans still cannot stop talking about her performance in Everything Everywhere All at Once. Shifting gears to the third spot, we're looking at the thrilling prospect of a Star Trek Origin prequel movie. We're still waiting for more updates on these exciting developments. First off, a project announced on January 10, 2024 brings together some impressive talents. Writer Seth Grahame-Smith, known for Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and director Toby Haynes, recognized for his work on Star Wars, Andor, and Doctor Who, are leading the gang. The narrative is set to unfold decades before the events in J.J. Abrams' Star Trek movies, adding an exciting layer to this franchise's history. Produced by Abrams' Bad Robot, this project has caused so much buzz, especially with hints of its connection to the Kelvin timeline. Speaking of the Kelvin timeline, this divergence is key, offering a fresh canvas for storytelling. While specific details about the storyline remain under wraps, the involvement of talents like Smith and Haynes signals a serious approach to expanding the Star Trek universe. Moving on, we have the much-anticipated Star Trek 4, potentially marking the final chapter for Chris Pine's crew. News suggests that the film is currently in active development, bringing hope to fans who have been eagerly awaiting the crew's next adventure. However, setbacks including director Matt Shakman's departure have made the project uncertain. Originally set for a Christmas 2023 release, Star Trek 4 has faced challenges and changes in personnel, underscoring the complexities of bringing such a beloved franchise to the big screen. With so much in the works, the future of Star Trek looks brighter than ever, while Paramount Studios remains committed to bringing closure to Chris Pine's Star Trek movies. The path forward seems shrouded in uncertainty. Despite the studio's determination, significant questions loom over the future of Star Trek 4. The lack of announcements regarding new directors or writers, combined with Chris Pine's public statements in November 2023 expressing his unawareness of a Star Trek 4 project, casts a shadow of doubt over the film's immediate prospects. The ambiguity extends to the cast, with uncertainty surrounding their awareness of developments in J.J. Abrams' Star Trek movies. This lack of clarity suggests that official updates on filming dates for Star Trek 4 may be essential before anticipating Chris Pine's final chapter on the big screen. Now at the top of our list, an intriguing rumor swirls around a potential Star Trek Picard movie. This speculation gained traction following an interview with Patrick Stewart on Joshua Horowitz's Happy Sad Confused podcast. In the conversation about Star Trek movies and filmmaking, Stewart mentioned a script being in development for the actor Patrick to confirm, while initial interpretations pointed towards a Star Trek Picard movie. A closer look at the context suggests a different narrative. Stewart's comments seem to imply a script for a non-Star Trek project, separate from discussions about Star Trek Picard. This interpretation gains strength as Stewart distinguishes between Star Trek Picard and the script he was expecting, adding to the intrigue as Michelle Yeoh's Star Trek Section 31 movie confirmed as the first of a series of Paramount Plus exclusive movies. While the idea of a Picard movie could potentially serve as a backdoor pilot for Terry Matalla's hypothetical Star Trek Legacy show, current information doesn't provide sufficient grounds for Star Trek fans to anticipate a Patrick Stewart-led movie. The future remains uncertain, and until official announcements are made, fans will have to wait to see if Captain Picard graces the big screen. In the meantime, all three of J.J. Abrams' Star Trek movies are available for streaming on Paramount Plus. Now let's revisit the second entry on our list. Sentiments regarding J.J. Abrams' Star Trek films vary widely among Star Trek enthusiasts. Nevertheless, there is a consensus that the ensemble cast chosen to portray the Starship Enterprise's crew is commendable. Star Trek Beyond concludes with Captain Kirk setting out on a new mission aboard the USS Enterprise, providing an ideal setup for a continuation. One of the most exciting prospects lie in further exploring Jayla's character. Introduced as the standout new female presence in Star Trek Beyond, portrayed by Sofia Boutella, Jayla emerged as a resilient survivor of an unidentified species. Her pivotal role alongside Captain Kirk and the crew in their struggle against Krall was indispensable. Without Jayla's ingenuity, the daring escape from the planet and the salvation of the majestic starbase Yorktown would not have been possible. Star Trek Beyond's conclusion saw Jayla's acceptance into Starfleet Academy, hinting at her potential integration into the crew, giving her remarkable contributions and newfound place in Starfleet. Star Trek 4 offers a promising continuation of Jayla's journey. Positioned as the designated successor to Pavel Chekhov and a heartfelt tribute to the late Anton Yelchin, Jayla's evolution on the Enterprise promises to be both poignant and captivating. Going into Jayla's experiences with Starfleet and her evolving relationships with the Enterprise crew not only pays homage to her character, but also presents a fresh and engaging storyline for this franchise. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more. Thank you for joining us. Catch you next time.